Great, so far we've done that for a single line method. We were able to inline a single line method into the line of code we were using in it. Now let's do the same for a multiline method. The operation is pretty similar. I can grab it from here, which means I don't need the void or the name, and place it instead of the text. Cool. Now, the only thing I need to add is equals greater. Okay, because that's the indication of an anonymous method. The equals greater is where it's all coming from. So now I can delete my method. And this is how you inline a multi-line method. You'll have the parameters and names, which later we will obviously reduce. Greater, equal, curly brackets, and closing curly brackets. The difference between this syntax and this syntax is that this is a one-line method, and this is a multi-line method, which requires the parents. Let's review it. Cool. So this looks pretty great. I was able to remove the method from over here and put it here. And it's kind of fun because it saves you from defining all of these tiresome names that you don't really care about. You end up creating methods with stupid names. So you just took that out of your day-to-day life. Great. So let's write over here. Inlining multi-line method using lambda. Yes, and again, my spelling, as you've seen, leaves something to be desired. Cool. Now let's go ahead and improve on that as well. We can, as you remember before, since the parameter is obvious, we don't even have to write it. Okay. So since lambda expression knows the parameter type, there is no need to specify it. And these little things amounts to less code, which is always a good thing. And how would we know the type? We'll just hover over it and it will tell us the type, or we look at the for each statement and see that it accepts an action of type string, so we know that the type is string. Perfect. And last but not least, since it's only one parameter, we can even go on and just remove the parents because they're useless. Great, and we press Ctrl KD for formatting. So we're getting a parameter of type string, and we're going to do this operation for every row of it. Okay, so single parameter doesn't need parents, parenthesis, whatever. Again, my spelling. Great. So let's see this in action. Let's put a breakpoint over here and run our demo list and generics. And we can see that if I press step into F11, it will go to this line of code and perform this loop again and again, one for every member in the list, and continue. Great. Let's do it again. This time I'm going to take the val. As we step inside for the first value, I'm going to take the val. It's over here. Cool. So let's put it over here and step through it and see its change. Perfect. So that's easy. That's easy to replace a method with a lambda expression, and it makes the code not only shorter but actually easier to read.